Have you heard about this crazy new government-backed SBA loan called the SBA Bolt that you can get a $150,000 loan on? It's very top secret and not a lot of people know about it. Today we're going to pull back the curtain and show you exactly how this SBA loan program works. All right, my friends, let's jump into this. And if you stay to the end of the video, we're actually going to unpack some alternative options that are available with six-figure line of credit loan amounts, etc., that are additional options that may be quicker, easier, and faster, and maybe a little less of a headache than the SBA Bolt program. But first off, the history of SBAs, you've kind of had this 7A, this 504, the Express program, and these programs required a lot of collateral to back up the loans, or they required at least 2 years of very profitable business tax returns. But basically, they have made it much easier for you to qualify for an SBA loan. And this Bolt program, here's how it works. You do have to have pretty good personal credit. The SBA is saying 640 FICO score, but remember, they don't actually lend out the money. The banks do, and the banks and credit unions that lend out on this want you to be a good borrower. Yes, the SBA backs up the loan in case you don't pay it back so that the bank reduces their losses, but they are generally funding at least a 680 or 700 FICO score. Seems to be what we're seeing, that banks are actually lending out on this SBA Bolt. So the bank approves you, and then SBA approves you, and then together that's where the loan funds. Now, typically SBA loans have taken a long time to fund. This Bolt program is funding in about 4 to 6 weeks, so it's a lot quicker through some of the resources we're utilizing to get that loan through. It is capped at $150,000, and where they come up with that loan amount is based on your prior year's business tax return. So requirements are, they say 640 FICO, really it's probably 680. They say you have to be 2 years in business. That's true. So, you know, right now it's February of 2024, so your business should have been started February of 2022 if you want to qualify for this SBA Bolt program. And then you have to have your prior year's business tax return filed. So let's say your 2022 or your 2023 business tax return showed $500,000 in sales. Well, what they're going to do is they're going to take 30% of your top end sales. So if you did $500,000, $500,000 in 2023, and you got your business tax return filed, and it shows $500,000 as the sales, they'll say 30% of $500,000 is $150,000. So that SBA Bolt loan is going to be $150,000 paid back over 10 years, very affordable interest rate. I think it's about prime plus 3.5, which is somewhere around 11%. Again, a little bit higher than rates used to be, but for no collateral, you don't have to back this thing with collateral. And crazy enough, you don't have to show profitable business tax returns. What? So yeah, it's basically this amazing opportunity where if you just brought money into your business, you might have actually shown a loss of $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000. But hey, if at least you had sales of $500,000, even if you didn't make any money as a business owner, you can get this $150,000 loan paid back over 10 years. Now, what is typical of, you know, when you don't actually have to show profitable business tax returns, well, guess what? You're going to see higher default rates, which means this loan is likely to go away maybe in a year or two. And so it's very important that you take advantage of this loan. And so you really want to look at this SBA Bolt program. Again, your local bank credit union's an option. We've got options for it as well, but you want to get it processed, and you're going to need, unless your 2022 business tax return showed really good top number sales, you're going to want to have your 2023 business tax return filed on time and filed with the IRS so that you can qualify for this SBA Bolt loan program. Now, I promised you guys I would share a few additional alternatives to the SBA Bolt program. Let's say your FICO score is a little bit lower. Maybe you're down below 650, 600 FICO score, but your business is showing $15,000 to $20,000 a month in deposits. You do have the merchant cash advance option. And then let's say you don't want to jump through SBA's hoops and you really want a business line of credit. There are business line of credit options as long as you're doing $35,000, $40,000 a month in sales and deposits and your business isn't considered high risk, then you could qualify for a business line of credit if you have a 680 or better FICO score and at least $35,000 a month going through your business bank account and you've been in business a couple years. And then another option, of course, is if you just have good business credit and an entity set up, you can do a 0% interest business credit card stacking program. Those are 3 additional powerful alternatives that you might even want to look at in addition to the SBA Bolt loan, even if you do qualify for it, or if you just want to look at those are three alternatives that we're seeing, millions of dollars being allocated from lenders every month. Take advantage of that program, look at the alternatives, and now you're in the know when it comes to this new sexy program by SBA.